Hi everyone, it's Tiana from Maniology. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I am going to be showing you guys a technique. I know, it's one more stamping with powders, but I figured you guys would enjoy it. I really enjoy working with powders because I think, I don't often, I love to buy powders because they're pretty, but they're kind of like the forgotten nail item that you kind of just forget about. So I want to show you how to use them, and I created a gradient. Let me show you these tips I just created, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So what do you guys think of those? Isn't that cool? So this one I know you can't really see because it's already taking on like the goldish hue, but I actually did um, a green and a gold here. And then I did a gold and like a sapphire dark blue there. And then for these, I did a green and blue. I think that is probably the one you can really see. So here I have some tips, and all I did was just paint my base, which is this like a silvery white, using the color Frozen, just like this gorgeous white silver. It's super opaque. I even tried just stamping like a negative space nail design on myself using like these beautiful snowflake designs. So these are the two plates I'm going to show you today. So this is M079. I believe this is our Holly Jolly plate. And then this is M168. And I'm going to be using primarily these full nail options. Now this technique you can do with, you know, any individual nail art designs, but I think the technique will probably be better shown using a full nail style. So let me see. Our first example, let's use this. See this really tight, beautiful snowflake design. So let me move these tips out of the way. And let me bring in my paper towel. Why? Because I am lazy. I don't want to clean up my mat today. So before I do that, let me go ahead and prep my stamper. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, this is the stamper. I already got nicks in it. Always a good reminder when you're going to do powders, get a stamper that you don't mind getting messed up. Sometimes it does get cloudy. To be honest, I've used the stamper a lot for powders, and I think perhaps some of the cloudiness is maybe the powders, there's not enough cleaning. So whenever I clean my stamper head, I just kind of stamp the heck out of it on the sticky stamper pad until it's clear again. So I think if you constantly do that, it should be okay. But what I have noticed is sometimes there is tearing. But with this technique, you don't have to worry about that. You should be able to still use the stamper, no problem. Okay, so let's see. I think the two colors I want to use, so I'm going to use Glacier and Scarab Wings, which is this beautiful green gold color. And this beautiful blue. Okay. So using an applicator that comes with your powders, just go ahead however you want to. I'm just going to go ahead and just do some diagonal patterns here. Okay. And put some green in the middle, like that. So if you've seen any of my other powder videos and stuff, I mean, the technique is still the same. What we're just going to do is just add different powders together. So that's what I mean by creating a gradient. Bless you. That was my teammate, Kara. Okay. So you see, after I've done that, Doesn't that look pretty? So you see underneath what it looks like. And then after that, we're going to pick up our stamp with this. Let me know. I love these color combos. Give me hearts if you do too. Let me just move this on the side. So I did say I was going to use that design. So these are items that have been highly purchased from us during the holiday season. So I am going to be using our straight up black. If you guys have any questions as to why I'm using the straight up black instead of like our sticky, it's because I wanted to use items that most of you probably would already have at home. So, you know, nothing fancy. And to be fair, the sticky black hasn't made it to our site yet for the general public. Okay, so scrape and take your stamper that's prepped with the powder and pick it up. So there you go. Okay. And just stamp the design to the nail. And there you go. So the back, or my base color with the frozen that I showed you, is completely dry. You want to make sure that the surface of your nail, if you do have a base color, is going to be extremely dry, not tacky. If you want to be extra careful, if you want to be extra careful, mattify it and make sure it's dry, but definitely it has to be a dry back or else the powder is going to stick to the base. Okay, what do you guys think of that? Isn't that gorgeous? I love how that turned out. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. So you see all this powder, everything that's left over here. So I noticed that sometimes when I stamp the first time to clean it off on the pad, there's still residue on it. Okay, even though it's taken off a lot. So what I do is just, like I said, stamp the heck out of this stamper onto this page until it's completely clear. So at the end, all I'm going to see is just those areas where I had the little nicks. You remember where I told you? But like I said, as you can see, it doesn't affect the stamper head at all. It still managed to pick up the design very crisp and clean. Okay. So let me try another design. Let me get another tip here. I'll just leave that there so you can see that. I'm sure you guys would want to see another design. Let's see. Let's do these little fun fireworks. They look like a fireworks spray. Here, I can show you guys close up. Okay. And just because I have it open, I'm just going to go ahead and use the same colors, okay? So with these powders, you can be as creative as you want to. Whatever you think your design, you can do, let's see. You know, you can kind of pat it around, you know, like random if you wanted to. Let's try and see how this is going to work. I mean, eventually you want to kind of create a rectangular like shape because of course this has to pick up the nail stamp design. Let's try it and see how it comes out. And you know, with powders, it really doesn't take much. So I try not to be too heavy-handed. And you know, one of the constant questions we always get is, oh, I opened up my powder and it looks like it's empty. Just know that we and most, I would say most nail companies do this as well, but they go according by weight and not like volume. So just make sure that, you know, there a little goes a long way when it comes with powder. So you don't have to use a lot. Let me see if I'm happy with this when I turn it over. Oh, it looks fun. Okay. See that? Okay. So let's see. Do the same technique. I'm just gonna use our black here. So I can pick up the design. Make sure you give a firm scrape. A firm, clean scrape. And pick up the design. There you go. So it looks black there. But you'll see when I put it onto the nail, it won't be black. Oh, that turned out really nice. I'm really happy about that. It actually looks like fireworks with the different colors and stuff. I could totally see if you had like a pinky or a purple, or maybe even like a blue and purple. This would look really nice. Yay. I love that. Maybe next week, if I do a manicure to show you, maybe I might end up doing that technique. I think it'd be fun to do like a Happy New Year. So crazy to think we're already going into a new year. Well, I hope you guys are doing okay and you guys aren't too stressed right before the holiday. I know for myself, I've definitely been trying to have a happy medium of staying relaxed and, you know, at home with the family, but, you know, doing last minute shopping kind of things too. I guess really it's kind of good that we can't really ship anymore. By this point, any presents are going to be late for Christmas anyway. So, okay, so I opened up, this is Topaz, I believe, which is the Topaz Gold, and I am going to open up Sapphire here. And let's do, I really like this Nomi Elf. So I'm going to stamp that design. Okay. So let's see. I'm just going to clean off my applicator a little. I just kind of stamp it onto the sticky as well. Try and get off as much of that. It's funny when the page becomes really pretty to look at too. The page where you're cleaning. Okay. So let's see. Let's put on some gold. Oh, let's see if I can do like a something like that. And I'll do that and that. I think I'm gonna dip in the gold a little. Oops. This process can definitely get a little messy, but if you don't mind, I think the payoff is worth it. It's such a cool effect. So that's what it's gonna look like. Maybe I can kind of blend it a little better so it's not so. I'm gonna blend it too much before I forget. I mean, before those colors, I miss out the blue. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's put this on the side, move these. So I said the trolley design, right? Or gnome, like a Christmas gnome. Okay. This is a pretty fine line design too. And this technique works really well. there, pick up the design. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I guess maybe I made my stamp a little too much to the right, but that's okay. You guys can still kind of see the effect, the gradientness. I'll do another one with these two colors so you can see. That turned out really cute. But like I said, this design, I don't know if you can see, it's a very fine line design and it works really nice with this technique. There you go, you can see that. Okay, maybe for this last one, I'm going to use the sweaters. These right here. Okay, so let me bring back those two colors. Clean off. Just keep dabbing it, dabbing it, dabbing it. These pages are so helpful. And if you're wondering, this is from our sticky stamper station. Super helpful tool to have. So it's clean. Let me get started on coloring in the powders I want to use. So let me do a diagonal this time around. So I hope this really gives you guys, if you have any last minute kind of holiday designs that you really want to use or that you want to do for Christmas, I think this would be a really good idea. Another thing too that I personally like about using the powders with the stamping. So here, just show you what it's going to look like. There you go. The powders tend to have like a embossed kind of look. So, I mean, once you put the top coat over this, the smudge free, it'll take that away. But I think, I don't know, it just looks a little textured. I like that. Okay. So let's pick up those sweaters and do a firm scrape. And there you go. Pick up the design. And there it is. And my last tip I have here. Okay. Let me just kind of lightly take off any of the excess powder. But there you go. Look how that turned out. That's really cute. Let me show you the 3 demonstrations we did today. So there's this, the sweater, and the nomies. This is my first one with the snowflakes. That turned out really beautifully. You can still see a lot of the detail too in the line work. And this, I think, to be fair, is probably my favorite. I love the way that turned out. It really looks like fireworks. Oh, good. I hope this technique makes you want to do your nails again. I think this would be really nice if you show your family members, or maybe, if you're spending time with family, maybe you could do this on your child. I've seen a lot of mommies do work on their children. I've seen some really nice work out there too. Good job. Well, and then, you know, if you've already done your nails for Christmas, then don't worry. You have next week. I love how you guys are answering each other. I think it really helps, you know, build our community. And again, if you're not familiar with the fact that we do have a Maniology community full of wonderful people who who really love to help with stamping techniques or how-tos or ideas. I've seen a lot of questions where people would just be like, I don't know what to do with my nails. I need inspiration for plate, blah, blah, blah. Can you please show me what you've done? I've seen a lot of posts like that. So we have a really supportive community, Maniology community that's completely free to you on Facebook. So please go ahead and join. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoying your family, friends, and safely, of course. And of course, I would love to do more videos with powders for you guys because I just enjoy using these. Like I said, I think this is like my third video, so you can tell I really like powder. But I'm Tiana. I'll see you guys next week. Take care, and happy holidays, guys.